Fans will receive a free usable Nick grocery bag. Together, we can make a difference.
The National Basketball Association and the New York Knicks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court, or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security.
Fans will receive a
Yo, what's good, MP?
Good, man.
Live, bro. I watch you. You got a mean bag. Keep going, bro.
Man, that's big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that. But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You got to earn it. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience. Take your time.
All right, man. Well, look, I want to get that jersey from you after the game. What's up with that?
I'm going to have to tell you, you got to earn it, man. Oh, we on that type of time. It's a bet. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome to 2K Sports Annual Noche NBA presentation. We're excited to bring you this celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here's the starting group for Portland. Inside, it's Grant playing next to Ayton. Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. And it's Henderson in at the point guard position. And for New York, they've got Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Fontecchio in at the 4. Well, Stan, once teams get into the postseason, what kind of changes do we typically see?
Well, Brian, the one thing you see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
Now the Knicks with it, and this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
Here's Brunson. Avdia pulls it in. Hard against Henderson. Pass to Avdia. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Blazers. That one in Portland.
That's a game they'd like to put in the rearview mirror. They know they treated it a little too lightly.
Yeah, but what matters now is how the team responds to a loss like that. That's what makes this a big game for them.
And Grant gets it to go.
Well, he didn't come into the league with great range, but Grant worked hard, and now he is really good from out there.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Here's Towns. Fontecchio outside. Lets it go from deep. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Avdia. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And Grant gets it to go.
Well, over the years, Grant has worked hard on his jump shot. Now he's dangerous from the mid-range.
The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for DeAndre Ayton.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
Fontecchio, right side. From the top of the key, shot's good by Hart.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Portland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ayton, a screen on Hart. Avdia passes to Graham. Pass to Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Henderson. Towns with a rebound.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated. Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Portland. Trailing by 5. Grant outside. From deep. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. I just love the ball movement.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Grant outside. Pass to Avdia. To stop the run. And it falls all over the rim and in. Knicks leading by 6. Here's Fontecchio. Out to Bridges. Back to Fontecchio. Just 4 to shoot. Hart passes to Fontecchio. Blocked!
Well, people forget, when Grant came into the league, he was a defense-first type of player.
Avdia can't get it to go. New York has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Henderson, the pass to Graham. Over Hart. And no good, trying to use the glass.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
To the inside. Here's Towns. Outside Hart. There's the 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Blazers trail by 8. Off the outside. Tries the spin move. Up top, Grant. Count that one. Grant's got 7.
Well, Grant has added range, but hasn't lost anything in close.
Fontecchio outside. Shoots over Grant. Fontecchio's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Sharp passes to Graham. The putback. He can't get that one to fall.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Here's Fontecchio. New York again can't hit.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
And the first one at the line is good. Lots of Grants in the NBA over the years. Jeremy Grant acts like a guy who grew up around the league. You can really see it, Coach.
Well, Brian, he really did grow up around the league and really just a high IQ player, great in the locker room, gives you great energy and effort every night.
Williams is checked in for Portland. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, this guy's a classic example of hard work paying off. Jeremy Grant has developed into a very impactful player.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Henderson against Brunson. Now here's Henderson. He's guarded closely. Hart against Grant. Shoots over Hart. Grant's shot is off.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, guys. Well, Easy Breezy in their last game against the Bucks is a man on a mission. He picked up 29 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And performances like that validate his star status. Someone you expect to take over a game. Should be fun to see what he does in this one, guys.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Fontecchio. The Blazers making their last shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Towns is a lot for a defense to handle, especially when he's looking to score inside.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he can't get the first one.
The #1 pick in the 2015 NBA draft, Towns continues to prove why he's a top big man in this league.
McBride, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Stan, with the trade of Damian Lillard in 2023, Portland was headed in a new direction.
Yeah, Brian, they really decided to go young, added a top 3 pick in Scoot Henderson. They've been piling up young talent in the Rose City, and now it's all about development. Those players have got to get better. They've got to get good habits. They've just got to continue to grow. Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Blazers trail by 8. Pass to Graham. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by New York. Fontecchio's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Grant. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for Jalen Brunson.
Cameron Payne.
And here are the Knicks now. Outside Payne. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 8-point game. Sharp passes to Grant. Hits a 3-pointer. Grant's got 11 points.
Grant in a bit of a hurry there. No problem.
Here's Fontecchio. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Robert Williams picks up one. New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And some changes here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for 8. Kamara comes in for Grant. And Anthony Simons subbed in for Henderson. One guy here this evening, Shaedon Sharpe. Incredibly talented, Stan.
Hey, Brian, you talk about a guy with potentially a very high ceiling. He's got all the physical tools you need. His skills are improving. He's still young and still putting it together.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for Simons.
Well, a former late first-round pick in 2018, Simons.
They've got Jalen Brunson. Mikal Bridges is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Kolek in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for New York starting the second. And that one's good for Brunson.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
On the wing, Simons. Brunson defending. Pass to Kamari. Here's Klingon, covered by Towns. Shot clock at 3. Here's Avdia. The Knicks with the rebound. Fontecchio's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Now here's Avdia. 8 points in his last time out. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. New York leading by 3. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Fontecchio, right side. Outside Brunson. Clock at 6. Shoots over Simons. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Avdia outside. Williams with the screen. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And Fontecchio pulls it down. Fontecchio's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's Bridges on the wing. Cash money on the open jump shot. Bridges has got his second basket.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Avdia from outside buries it from 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Fontecchio. 29 points for him last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Simons against Brunson. Now here's Simons. Tight defense on him. Stolen by Bridges. From about 19. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Blazers trail by 4. Now Simon. 17 points for him last game against Sacramento. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
2 shots.
Throw good, Avdia.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line.
Both shots good from the strike. Here's Brunson. 6 points for him. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Kolek. Back to Fontecchio. Out to Bridges. Fontecchio outside. No good on the triple.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
And this is 2nd attempt at the line tonight. And that one falls for Simons.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Rupert, he's checked in for Avdia. Here's Brunson outside. And it's Portland with a rebound. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Next up, they'll face the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip. Here's Kamare. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 16 feet out. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. Back to Fontecchio. Pass to Kolek. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. The 3 is up. The kick out to Brunson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. And now it's a 5-point New York lead.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And here's Simons outside. They get it back. And stolen by Brunson. On the break. Here's Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Beyond the arc. And it's Brunson again missing. Blazers trail by 5. Robbed. Fontecchio with the ball. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. You look at the Trailblazers, their season's basically over, barring some sort of miracle. The Trailblazers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Simons outside, releases, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Simons got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a textbook catch and shoot. Simons got his feet lined up and was ready to go.
Fontecchio outside. Outside Brunson. There's the block. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Portland making a switch here. Thybulle's checked in. Here's Towns. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now here's Simons. They trail by 6. Some solid defense from Brunson.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Back to Fontecchio. Towns a screen on Simons. Oh, there's the alley. Brunson passes to Fontecchio. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you defend Towns as the screener in this action. He can slip, roll, pop out.
Blazers trail by 8. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
And here's New York now. They're on an 11-2 run. For 3, Bridges. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got his 3rd assist of the night. Portland has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Simons outside. And it's Brunson with the rebound.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor. He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Another miss by Simons.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Bridges passes to Fontecchio. Back to Bridges. Fontecchio outside. And a miss there on the triple.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And some changes here for Portland. Denny Avdius checked in for Williams. Sharp comes in for Thybulle. And it's Henderson in for Simons. Knicks leading by 8. Outside Payne. Pass to McBride. There's the triple. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And here's Avdia. He's got 10. Grant's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Fontecchio. 3-pointer, no good. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Sharp passes to Avdia. Ayton with a screen. The shot. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. And this is what the schedule looks like for Portland. On Tuesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Atlanta to take on the Hawks. Then on Thursday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors.
And you know, for that matchup with the Bulls, they'll need to be pretty much perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
Fontecchio's shot is off.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Extremely accurate from that area. Grant knew that was going in as soon as it left his fingers.
Fontecchio outside. Pass to McBride. For 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
And that one's good. Sharp.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
Now here's Payne. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Shot clock at 6. Back to Fontecchio. Stolen by Ayton. Now the Blazers on the move. Moving it up. Here's Grant. And it's New York with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Fontecchio outside. Pass to Robinson. Back to Fontecchio. Grant with a steal. Here's Henderson. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Fontecchio. He's got 11. Hart with a screen on Henderson. And here's Payne outside. He buries it from 3. Payne's got 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Avdia. 10 points for him. It's stolen by Hart. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside McBride. Fontecchio with a screen. 3-pointer. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. Avdia finds Henderson. Now here's Grant. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side, swatting away several shot attempts.
The officials were right on top of that one.
This is his second trip to the line in the game.
At the line, 2 shots.
That one falls to Grant. New York making a switch here. And so Grant nails them both. Oh, at the buzzer! He got it off in time!
That is an incredible shot.
Unreal. A bomb at the buzzer whips the crowd into a frenzy right at the stroke of halftime.
And so it's New York, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been lights out from deep. And it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from Lee. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a big round of applause for the participants.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Well, look here now at New York. They're in good position. Definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Knicks.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality of looks.
They've been cashing in on those. We'll see if the sharp shooting continues. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, Jeremy Grant. Man, is he getting it done today?
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's Brunson. So the...
You're going out there. No let up.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Bridges. Down low. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. To the middle. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Well, you know, Grant is so dangerous when he's on his game. And clearly, they've had no solution for him.
Coach, it's such a difficult transition to the NBA. Scoot Henderson joins from the G League Ignite. What do you see in his game?
Well, look, I see a really talented guy who plays the game hard. What you've got to get improvement in are the two areas that most people have to improve in: shooting and decision-making.
Fontecchio outside. Outside Hart. The three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. Sharp finds Henderson. Avdia outside. And there's Ayton on the assist by Avdia. Avdia's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, you expect this from Ayton, for him to shrug off contact inside and power his way to a bucket.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 14 inside. From the wing. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
66-60.
Now Sharp. Checking the numbers. He's averaging close to 15 a game. Ayton with a screen. Henderson for 3. On target from range. Henderson's got 5 points.
And just slippery with the ball in his hands. Henderson will dissect you off the dribble.
Fontecchio, right side. Pass to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 10.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
68-63.
And so here's Portland. It's a 5-point game. Now Graham. Outside Sharp. Now here's Avdia. Here's Henderson. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 11 rebounds in the game. Fontecchio goes in. Oh, he misses the dunk. Blazers trail by 5. Here's Henderson. He's got 5. Up top, Avdia. The 3. Towns with a rebound. The Knicks have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Hart from long range. Counted from distance. Hart's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Portland has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Portland calls timeout. And the Knicks making a change here. Sims is checked in. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. Second, the Knicks.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
Ayton passes to Henderson. And here's Ayton. He has 7. Here's Grant. Basket's good. Grant's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, great awareness from Grant. Detects an opening inside and converts.
And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And it's the Knicks with the ball after the basket by Portland. Clock at 4. Here's Brunson outside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
New York leading by 6. Hart passes to Fontecchio. Here's Sims. Fontecchio with the ball. Defended by Abdia. Grant with a steal. Pass to Henderson. Open shot, Grant. Gets an open look and hits it. Grant's got 26 points.
Quick shooting from Grant. He gets it and takes it. It's just that easy for him sometimes.
Back to Hart. And here's Fontecchio. To the wing on the left. Here's Brunson. Count it. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 6. Grant outside. Tipped away. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, you got to be able to take a hit in the NBA. Grant doing what he had to.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
So for the Knicks, McBride comes in for Mikal Bridges, and Payne is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And he can't hit the second. Knicks leading by 5 from behind the arc. He drops it from range. McBride's got 6 points.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Simons. Give him 8. Takes the 3. Williams passes to Sharp. Here's Grant. Got it. Good job in the low post. Grant's got 29 points.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Outside Payne. Pass to Fontecchio. Outside McBride. Here's Hart. Fires the 3. Simons with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
Fontecchio, the pass to Sims, and Robert Williams picks up the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
That's his 4th. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
Klingon, he's checked in for Portland. Here's Fontecchio. He's got 13. Some solid defense from Williams. Sharp with it, and McBride picks him up defensively. Outside Sharp to the paint. Here's Kamari. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Back to Hart. Here's Kamari. It's Sharp on the wing. Pass to Kamari. To the middle. And Williams punches it home.
Well, look, the defense has got to push Williams further away, or he'll do exactly that.
Simons against Payne. Back to Fontecchio. Now here's Hart. Up top Payne. Wide open. Portland with a rebound. Williams has got rebound number 8 now. It's Sharp on the wing. Over Hart. Sharp, no good. New York has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Pass to Fontecchio to snap the cold streak. Rebounded by Kamari.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Here's Sharp. Out to Simons. Shoots over Hart. Can't tie it up. That one misses. The Knicks with the lead. Takes a 3. Drains the triple. Hart's got 8.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
And here's Simons outside. And the 3-pointer goes.
Well, Simons is a sharpshooter. He wanted those 3 points back and went out and took them.
Here's Fontecchio. And he banks in the layup. He's got 15.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
81-77.
1 minute left in the third quarter. Outside Sharp. Simons against Payne. Simons' shot is good.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
Now here's Payne. 9 points in the game. Here's Fontecchio. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Simons with it. He's got 15. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Another shot. Shots blocked.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Fontecchio. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Murray inside. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And so it's New York, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges is out there with Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in...
Anthony Towns has checked in for Robinson, and Fontecchio's subbed in for Achua. And also a switch here for Portland. Murray's checked in. McBride passes to Fontecchio. Brunson with it. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Hits the trifecta. Fontecchio's got 22 points.
And the find by Brunson, more than capable of running the offense.
Here's Simons. Jacks up a 3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. From outside the arc. Portland with a rebound. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Simons outside. And the 3 off target. Knicks leading by 6. Brunson passes to Fontecchio. 3-pointer off the mark. The Trailblazers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Pass to Kamari. Brunson against Simons. 11 feet out. Second chance effort. And he lays it in.
When you're facing a guy as massive as Klingon, you really have to be smart about boxing him out. I mean, he is so good on the offensive boards to be so young.
Now here's Fontecchio to the inside. And stolen by Murray. Simons outside. Inside. Here's Williams. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. Fontecchio. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Sims, he's checked in for Fontecchio. Wins it. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.A., they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce.
Okay. You got me on that one, but, yo, can we still swap? What's up?
Nah, man. Ain't no handout. Maybe next time, though, man.
All right. Don't worry. I'll be back.
Yep.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about. Can't be reaching like that, MP. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it. Fans live for games like this one.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you have any issues anytime that needs to be addressed, please text the word NICS along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. Don't miss any upcoming Knicks home games. Single and package games are available. Go to the nearest ticket booth or visit the team's website to secure your tickets.
A reminder, fans, we also come and join us for Trading Card Day. The first 10,000 fans in the arena will receive a trading card pack. Arrive early to the fans though and get them signed by the Knicks City Dancers.
At forward, at 6'7", number 16, Chucky Fontecchio.
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kelly Oubre.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Look at the 76ers starting group. George in the front court alongside Martin. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. And for New York, Hart is out there with Easy Breezy. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Fontecchio finds Bridges. Fontecchio sets a screen. And Mikal Bridges good for 3.
When he's on, the three-pointer can be a real weapon for Bridges.
With the teardrop. Maxey, no good. Here's New York. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd. This team's character and how prepared they are makes them a nightmare matchup for anyone in our league.
Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Ooh, that is fierce. You want to see a player with no fear? That is Tyrese Maxey.
Fontecchio, covered by Martin. Fontecchio passes to Brunson. Over Maxey. Rebound by the 76ers. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
Back to Fontecchio. Good work defensively by Martin. 76ers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside, Maxey. Martin, the pass to Maxey. Back to Martin from outside the arc. Rebounded by Hart.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Fontecchio passes to Hart. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Pass to McCain. And here's George for 3. Here's Drummond. And at last, they get one to fall.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Towns, a screen on Maxey. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And he hits the triple. 3 points there on the shot from Easy Breezy. Fontecchio's got 5 now. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
Maxey against Brunson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey. But Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Hard to talk about a guy who can completely take over. Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I love his energy. I love his focus. I love his love for the game. He is relentless. What's amazing is that there's still so much upside there, Kevin. The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
Now here's Brunson. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Philadelphia has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Outside, Martin lets it go from deep. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. The 76ers again can't hit it. New York leading by 3. Fontecchio, he's got 10. There's the lob to Towns.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Philadelphia shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Here's Martin. The teardrop falls in.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
For New York, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Fontecchio, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. The 76ers trail by 5. Back to Maxey. A three-pointer is right on target. Maxey's got 7 points.
Recognize the D is closing in. Maxey letting it go.
Pass to Fontecchio. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
19-15.
Fontecchio's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Now, here's George. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. And that one's good. Maxey. New York's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Brunson outside. Over Maxey. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
Towns high post and stolen by Drummond. Here's McCain. Still without a basket. George against Hart. Drummond with a screen on Hart. Here's George. It's rebounded by New York. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions. He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Again, Philadelphia.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Fontecchio. He's coming off a 22-point game against Portland.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
76ers trailing. Pass to Yabusele. Shoots over Fontecchio. It's blocked. And they recover it. Outside, George. Tries again. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks shooting an impressive 60% early. Fontecchio finds Hart. The tray. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Maxey. Knocks down the 3-ball. Maxey's got 13.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Brunson with it. Still yet to score. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And there is a lot to like about Jalen Brunson's game. He pays attention to the details.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
For the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Josh Hart. And the 76ers also making a change. Oubre's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
They set the screen. The 3 from George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Fontecchio, he's got 16. McBride passes to Fontecchio. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Payne, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Maxey. And he also played really well on that win against the Raptors. Pass to George. Off target from outside. Knicks trail by 5. Payne with it. He's covered by Maxey. Oubre outside. Here's Yabusele. The shot by George. Wide open. Offline with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Fontecchio. Pass to Bridges. Some nice passing by New York here. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 19. And McBride gets it to go. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. To the paint. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
New York's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Fontecchio passes to Robinson. And here is Bridges. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. Down low. Here's McCain. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now a 7-point 76ers lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
Fontecchio, Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Bridges inside the three-point line. And McCain pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 7. Lets the 3 fly. The Knicks pull it in. Fontecchio down low. He's covered by Maxey. The 76ers shooting pretty efficiently out there. It isn't 48% in the first quarter. A nice shot by McCain.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond. He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Trains the three-pointer.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
To Payne. To the middle. Paul George with the steal. Fires from way outside. And that one released in time, but no good. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle is so important. They've been sharp so far, and it's showing up on the scoreboard.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Martin is out there with Oubre. Then there's Lowry. And it's Yabusele in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, guys. Easy breezy in the last game against the Trailblazers really contributed. He scored 22 points, and he did what he does best. He shared the ball and looked to get his guys going throughout the game. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And the first one at the line is good. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
The rebound by Yabusele.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Pass to Lowry. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Here's McCain. Great touch on the 16-footer. McCain's got 11 points.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. A different look for New York. Carl Anthony. Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Fontecchio, he's got 19. Right wing. Here's McBride. Hits the three-point bomb. McBride's got his second basket.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
76ers lead.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. To the left wing. Oubre, no one around him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Oubre has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Knicks trail by 4. Out to the right wing. Fontecchio passes to Robinson.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg, yeah. Showing off the bunnies. Maxey kicks to Oubre. It's rebounded by New York.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Fontecchio finds Bridges. Here's Payne. It's good. This game is all even. Payne's got 4 points this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Philadelphia's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Now Maxey, 13 points in the game.
What a read by Maxey. Sees how the play opens up and sends the ball that way.
Here's Payne. Pass to McBride. Fontecchio. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Martin. And the layup's good off the glass. Martin's got 7 points in the game.
Smart pass from the quick-thinking Maxey. Outstanding at finding uncovered teammates.
Knicks trail by 4. Fontecchio passes to McBride. Payne looking around. 1:36 left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good. Fontecchio.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lowry passes to Maxey. Just 3 to shoot. No good on the triple.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Fontecchio finds Robinson. To the wing right side. From deep. McBride's shot is off. The 76ers lead it. And there's the call on Easy Breezy. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
The 76ers making a switch here. So it's Philadelphia now. 35 seconds left in the first half.
First personal foul.
76ers have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
At the line, 2 shots.
That one is off.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
He hits the second from the line. Here's McBride. He has 5. From downtown. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
In the first quarter, he was raining down 3. That's not the case here in the second.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw. Oubre outside with 4 seconds on the clock and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
On the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Oubre. Bridges for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Thanks for joining us. Neither team at full strength tonight as we review the injury status.
The Sixers getting bit by the injury bug. It's a challenge playing without Embiid. not just on the offensive end, but the rim protection.
No doubt, one of the game's great players. Injury is the only thing that can slow him down. All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the New York Knicks.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they let this slip away, it's because their defense let them down.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Easy Breezy has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
Towns is out there with Easy Breezy. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the 5 for New York right now. And the second free throw, good. The 76ers leading by 5. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Philadelphia shooting straight 49% from the field. Drummond with a screen on Hart. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul.
He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second.
And what I love about Paul George, the production year after year after year.
Fontecchio sets a screen. Here's Brunson. Rebound by the 76ers. McCain's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the rejection by Towns.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous length.
Hart. Good, and as this goes to Towns.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
69.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Maxey passes to Drummond. That shot off. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And here's George for 3. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
And Bridges has a nice all-around game, including knowing when to involve his teammates.
The 76ers trail by 3. Hey, Gregson's getting traded in 2023. Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Yabusele. And he makes both free throws. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Fontecchio passes to Towns. Back to Fontecchio. Towns the screen. Fontecchio finds Brunson. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 15. Outside, George drills it from outside. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Fontecchio, 27 points for him. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there? Skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now, here's George. 23 points in the game. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Yabusele passes to Drummond. Good. Drummond's got 6.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Maxey with it. Brunson picks him up. Maxey, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Towns kicks to Brunson. Fontecchio with it. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit. George looking around for the lead. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Fontecchio's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 3-pointer. Out to Bridges. New York moving the ball around. Fontecchio passes to Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Fontecchio finds Bridges. The rebound by Yabusele.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Drummond with a screen on Bridges. And here's George for 3. Good on the triple. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Now an update on Caleb Martin from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the 76ers updated me on the situation. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. And you couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Good on the second free throw. Knicks trail by 3. And here's Brunson. 11 points in the game. To the left side wing. Now Fontecchio. Out to Brunson. Just 4 to shoot. To end the drought. There's Brunson from deep.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the 76ers making a change here. Martin's checked in. Most of the season completed a good picture developing as to the top rookies in the league. So let's take a look now at the race for Rookie of the Year. All season long, he's been getting it done for his team, and that's why he is sitting in that number 2 spot and making a strong case, guys, for number 1.
And at number 2, he still has an excellent chance to walk away with the hardware for Rookie of the Year.
He's got to make a little bit of a push here at the end of the season, but we know he can do it. He's already had a few runs this year where he has been unstoppable.
Here's George, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. George has got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Inside, here's Fontecchio. And that one is off. Great D that time from Martin. Philadelphia has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's McCain. He's got 18. No good with the triple. Here's Koek. He's covered by Maxey, and he recovers it.
Well, how about the D there from George, one of the premier two-way players in our league.
Towns kicks to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fontecchio. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Snatched away. Pass to Towns. Here's Brunson. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's... Maxey looking it over. Martin up top. And finished off by Martin.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
Here's Koek. Back to Fontecchio. Lets it go. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
To the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's 8 points for Andre Drummond.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Yabusele, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. Fontecchio, he's got 27. Pass to Hart. They could use a bucket. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Maxey passes to George. Yep, that one goes in there. And now an 8-point 76ers lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Here's McBride. He's got 5. 16 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. George has got 13 points now in the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Martin, he's checked in for Drummond. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for George. Here's McCain. 19 points in the game. Pass to Maxey. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And a moment to see numbers for Easy Breezy. And defensively, he controls the airspace like no other, ranking 2nd in the league in blocks per game.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Maxey hits them both. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to talk to his guys.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
Pass to Fontecchio. Out to the right wing. Back to Payne. Fontecchio sets a screen. Payne passes to Fontecchio. That one's off. Still out of sync. The 76ers leading by 13. Kicks it out to Maxey. We've got 1:55 left in the third.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And it's off from three-point range. Here's McCain. Some solid defense from Hart.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Now, here's Hart. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? You look at Fontecchio, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. 1:16 left in the third quarter. Pass to Martin. Here's McCain. He's got 19. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McCain's got 22 points.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Hart with it. Here's Fontecchio. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Pass to Yabusele. Martin wide open. He fires. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Knicks trail by 12. Down low. Robinson kicks to Payne. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to Martin. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Lowry looking around. He lobs it up and finished off by Martin.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
New York shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Outside for Robinson. Fontecchio passes to Payne. Over Lowry. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Payne. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. And now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Make sure we're talking on defense. Make sure we're talking, everyone get down. We got to be more active. We got to make some hustle plays. Trace the ball.
Wanting his guys, clearly the message here to be more aggressive.
And demanding that they be better in every area of the game right now.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so in the game for the 76ers, running the wings, it's Oubre and George. Caleb Martin out there with Yabusele, and it's Lowry in at the point guard. Right side Towns. The 10-footer finds the target.
This is what Towns